Hello, all my chickadees. Welcome back to Obscura. Now, it's been a while since we've played this. We did get one ending so far, so we're going to be trying out to get a different ending, but we're going to go after the other love interest this time. You know, something new, something exciting, but I do want to get the endings for all of them in chapter 1. I think there's like 14 endings, I think. I may be wrong, but we're going to dive on in and check out this second love interest. I don't think we really got to see him in the last route, but here we go. We're going to this one because this is where there was like something happening and we ran to safety in the church the first go round. So this time we're going to stay and see what happens. Idle curiosity keeps me where I am, watching the ruckus of the crowd intensify. Very suddenly, one of the members of the crowd breaks away and sprints directly towards me. I start moving backwards, trying to step aside. I misjudge my step and stumble. I fling a hand out in an attempt to find my balance. The sprinter slows down very slightly as they get closer to me. Slow enough to catch my hand and jerk me forward. I try and pull my hand away, but it's impossible. The runner pulls me along, and I have to use all my focus to keep up. Stop! Thief! Thief! I cannot help my astonished outburst. Oh, hello! You're a blonde boy! Oh, quite in shape, too. Look at those muscles. What, like you're surprised? We pelt down a tunnel. Many of the people step aside for us, hardly surprised by the pair sprinting away from a collection of uniformed officials. I wouldn't want to be involved either. The runner takes a sharp turn, nearly wrenching my arm from its socket. I yelp as I follow along. Then we take a turn into some sort of business establishment. The runner does not slow down for a second as the shopkeeper opens their back door for us and closes it once we're through. The back alley we're in is uncomfortably cramped as we have to shuffle through. Hold on. All at once the thief turns, grasps my shoulders, and pushes me backwards until I'm pinned against the wall. What the? Shh. We're both panting. The thief leans in until I'm nearly pressed body to body with them. Stay quiet for 20 seconds. Helpless, I have to follow the thief's lead. I do everything in my power to breathe silently and try to tuck myself behind the stranger. After a count of 30, the thief gives me space. Who are you exactly? Sparrow. Okay, Sparrow. Do you trust me? Okay, let's go to page... 3 is filled too. Oh my gosh. 4. Okay. Let's say yes. The word is out before I can think about it. Yes. The thief's mask turns towards me in a single abrupt motion. The fuck? Like, he's got his hands out. He's like, really? You trust me? I randomly grabbed you and pulled you along with me. And all this. You don't know me. And everybody's yelling thief after me. And you're like, yeah, I trust you. What other choice do I have? Not trusting a stranger. He, I'm fairly confident that's a masculine voice, sounds utterly gobsmacked. Not in a good way. And what happens if I run off? You get arrested. Then trusting you is the right thing to do. By the lunar god scars, it's not! He's definitely exasperated with me now, but I'm not about to stop needling this idiot. Are you suggesting I should go get myself arrested for what sounds to be your crime? No. You should definitely listen to what I'm saying, but you shouldn't just fucking trust me. Very well. You're a criminal and a scoundrel. I don't trust you. Lead the way to our escape now. Like, our escape. You pulled me. I'm part of this now. So, buddy, you gotta deal with me. You gotta help me escape. His sigh is long-suffering, as though he was the one just abducted and led on a chase. The gall. Keep quiet until I tell you it's alright to speak again. Not yet. What's your name, thief? You got mine. I'm a thief. I'm supposed to take things. Do you want me to call you thief while we're walking around? Would you like that kind of attention? You're not always going to be this mouthy, right? Depends on how much you deserve it. Yes, we are going to be very mouthy. You are stuck with us. Call me Keir. Pleased to meet you, Keir. Really? Not yet. And now you're going to shut up. Fine. I didn't say you could talk yet. I've grown comfortable with the anonymity of my mask, but it's a great shame. I can't show Keir what exactly I think of his sass. To be fair, he's probably thinking the same thing. We sneak through the back alleys, shuffling between buildings that seem to be leaning into each other. I have no idea where we are at this point. I have lost sight of all my usual landmarks, and there's every chance I'm in a cavern I've never explored before. Keir, at least, looks to be completely comfortable navigating this space. We stop at a dead end. Or, at least it looks to be a dead end for a moment. Keir shoves aside a collection of heavy planks and a short, narrow passage is revealed. Ooh, hidden passage. Watch your step. We have to crouch and nearly crawl through the passage, but it is mercifully short. Ooh, is this your house? Or home? It leads into a small open space behind several rough-built houses. At least, I think they're houses. A lanky teen staring us down from behind a scrappy, stiffened fabric mask. Hey. We're sunstone polishers. Don't mind us. Okay. What was that? A code phrase? Still no talking. I roll my eyes behind the privacy of my mask. Then I take real stock of my surroundings. I'm in a strange place, with a man I cannot trust, and I only know about one exit, the one behind me. Alright. Okay, we're going to stay. I can't try and flee now, and the risk of danger of a chase. And what if those authorities who were chasing us find me? Yes, so it is very good to stay until the heat dies down, especially since they saw us running with him. Unless, we get a full change of clothes, then I think we're good. And also, we're gonna annoy this boy. We're here to annoy him. Patience. Keir shoves past the teen and I follow close behind. Wherever we are, I feel safer with him than alone. We squeeze between two houses and end up on a busy, cramped road. The glow-worm light that illuminates all the caverns is mostly blocked out by the homes on either side of us. Then, we're in a small square of sorts. It's an open space with the most sturdy buildings of this area all around, and there's paths leading away in all directions. It's dark, but I can see glimpses of masks in the shutters that crack open to watch us. Keir! Hey, I'm home. That's the first time I've heard any warmth in his voice. Such an abrupt change, I almost cannot believe it's the same man behind the mask. A child jumps from the low second-story window, landing on Keir's back. Hey, give a man a warning. You're gonna break my back. No way. You menace. He reaches around and pulls the kid off him, holding them up by one arm. The kid is kicking and wiggling and laughing. You better say sorry, or you'll be stuck there forever. Sorry. Keir lets the kid down. Sorry you're so old. Oh. She got you. Sassy little kid. The kid and a few of their friends pelt away and Keir protests loudly, but even I can hear him smiling. Keir, who's this? Someone plucks at my long sleeve, tugging my arm. I twist away sharply. That's Sparrow, or so he told me. Do I get to speak yet? Nah, I like the silence. Dude, come on. Let us speak. Well, I think you've enjoyed enough of that. Could never get enough. I am called Sparrow, though you can decide whether you believe me. What's the stranger doing here? Needed a decoy. Turns out he's the right size. A decoy? Wow, you gotta be quick on your feet to keep up with Keir. A decoy? So, you drug us behind you to make it look like we're the ones that stole stuff? I'm guessing? Yeah, I was impressed. Thought I was gonna lose him for sure. No. Stop. Explain. Not everyone could keep up with me. You know that's not what I meant. What do you mean a decoy? You know what a decoy is, right? I needed one. You fit the profile. He's evading. Why? You needed a decoy to deceive some kind of authority. You needed a decoy and you're a thief. Yes, very smart. Was I a decoy for someone you were working with or someone you stole? Oh, damn. That's a quick one for sure. Sounds like I'm right. Someone you stole. And what were you planning on doing with me when you were done, I was going to let you leave. Such a blatant lie, my jaw drops. Does he really think I believe that? No way. You can't let him leave now that he can find his way here. Oh, so I'm a prisoner now. Keir, what were you thinking? I was thinking you'd play the bad guy, Griff, and let me be the hero. Looks like you're not on today. What? I was thinking that someone who can run and dodge the authorities is an asset. He faces me as he says that. What? What? He did not just try to recruit me. Keir, you're insane. You can say that all you like. I'm right. We need him to stay quiet. I wasn't planning on involving the authorities. Like, we have our own mission going on, dude. We're trying to find medicine so we don't die. And why should I trust you when you say that? You might be naive enough to trust a stranger, but I know better. You're the one who asked me. So, we'll let him learn even more about us? That's about the shape of things. Once you're involved, you're the same type of criminal as the rest of us. And if I'm involved against my will? Yeah, the enforcement here is just so kind and understanding. I'm sure they'll take you at your word. Yeah, he has a point. This is kind of like the black market down here. More people, plain, masked, and curious, are gathering around. I don't know why you're being so hostile to me when I didn't ask for any of this. Because you don't understand. If we get caught stealing, we get killed. The only way we can even start to trust you is if you also have a noose around your neck. And I didn't ask for any of this. Doesn't matter. You... Let it go. Let him have it. Let's let him have it. You manipulative gutter slime. Hey! I was nothing to you, and you decided, just for fun, I suppose, to destroy my life. You're fucking horrible. Griff seems keen to get me to shut up, but Keir's hand settles calmly on his shoulder. He knows he's earned this. I suppose I'm just some random, insignificant stranger. What could my thoughts and feelings possibly have to do with anything? Well, if you need a noose around my neck, you have it. But don't think this means I'll ever be able to trust you. There's a moment of quiet. My heart is pounding and in my head there's nothing but screaming. I'm so angry I can hardly breathe. Are you done? Like he's talking to a child, not an adult whose existence is irreparably changed for the worse. You're blackmailing me. Don't you fucking dare condescend to me too. Keir doesn't answer. Finally, there's a quiet moment. Everyone around us seems to be coming to the same conclusion as me. I am cornered. I don't have a choice in this. I keep my voice as flat and neutral as possible. Not really, no. Then what do I do? You run a few jobs with us. Get that noose good and tight. And then, if you want to leave, you get yourself a new identity and you leave. You already put on a mask and picked a name once, right, Sparrow? Right. Then you can do it again. You're sure about this, though? Yeah. With Gups down for the count, we need a new lookout. Sparrow's got what it takes. I sure hope you don't think that counts as a compliment. When I compliment you, if that ever happens, you'll know. Good to know. And we're not using Eve because Eve is 12. Oh, is that Eve in the corner? Don't be stupid, Griff. Fine. I'll do what you need, and then I'm out. Hey, no need to make it sound like a prison sentence. That is what this is! This is pretty much what it is. You kidnapped us. Now, you won't let us leave. And, well, we did say we were going to stay around, but still. You're like, well, you are going to do all this, so you're in as much trouble as we, and then you have to go through the identification, or the, get a new get a new identity and mask and everything and start all over. Listen, we're sick. We came down here to get medicine to fix something bothering us. Hello? This isn't helping. No. We die on your watch. I hope you feel bad. Am I not being held here against my will? Prisoners don't get paid. You will. What? We're pragmatic. We're not monsters. You do the work, you get paid. Can we really afford? Yes, Griff. I've heard we're getting our favorite visitor in a few weeks. We'll all be getting paid. Hell yeah. What do you mean, paid? Caught your attention, have I? Yes, you have, because what we need is very expensive. We need a lot of money. I think it's fair to know what my wages are going to be. The number Keir gives is not gobsmackingly high, but it's not low either. A few jobs can make for some comfortable living at the Leaping Bear for a long time. Leaping Bear is the inn we're staying at. Then again, it won't solve my big problem. Good enough. I have a counter offer. The idea in my head is half formed, but I have to pursue it. Oh, are we negotiating? Yes, we are. You're a thief. Yes, that's well established. Which means, if I want something instead of money, you could get it. Depends on the thing. Lunar Ether. The crowd around us burst into a flurry of whispers. Well, at least they know it's important. Keir's voice changes suddenly, the timbre low in a way I can't interpret. You need Ether. I do. For what? Why should I trust you enough to say? Rude. Blackmailer. There's a long pause. That's a lot of jobs you're going to have to work to earn something that pricey. Would I be able to make enough money to buy it? Not in your life, I don't think. Not with us, at least. Then working for you is my best shot at getting it. Griff suddenly pulls on Keir's cloak and he leans in. There's whispering and I'm not nearly enough close enough to hear it. Like, then they separate and Keir runs his hands over his mask. It's a gesture of pure exhaustion. That's what you get for kidnapping us without our consent. You have to deal with this. Fine. The whispers rise in intensity. You work with us, you get your ichor. He holds out a gloved hand. We have a deal? I slowly reach out. He clasps my hand and we shake on it. Deal. I'm tempted for a second to think this was too easy. But it really wasn't. Keir calls out into the crowd. Someone go out with him and get his things. Pardon? We can't have you sneaking in and out all the time. Too dangerous. We just finished moving here as well. So, I live here now. You'll get a room of your own. Eventually, a volunteer comes forward. Together, we sneak out of the hidden community and return to the Leaping Bear. Oh, we're not staying at the Leaping Bear anymore. We're gonna be staying in the little thief village. Well, maybe it'd be cheaper. They refuse to talk to me and just follow like a shadow into my room while I gathered the few things I left there. Some clothes, the odd knickknacks I managed to acquire, my hygiene supplies. Then it's time to return the key. Hello. Oh, Sparrow, good to see you. Ready to pay for more time? You're definitely the reliable sort, so I can offer a good rate. Not this time. Sorry. I found somewhere else, a little closer to my goals. I dropped the key on the counter in front of her. Thank you, though. The Leaping Bear was becoming a bit of a new home for me. She's quiet for a few seconds. Then she drops her voice low, so low I can barely hear her. Do you need help? If that shadow of yours is unwelcome, Rufus can remove them. What? Oh. Oh no, things are fine. Rufus doesn't need to do anything. I'm fine. My new arrangements came as a surprise, but I did say yes to the offer. Never mind what kind of duress they're putting me under. I did agree. Good then. Never like seeing my clientele go to places they weren't interested in going. That's cool. That's cool that she's like, hang on, are you okay? Do you need help? It's like, blink twice. So that's pretty cool that she seriously is like, I'm gonna take care of you. Oh, I'm sad we're leaving the inn though. Thank you for staying with us. The proprietor's voice is a little more formal than I'm used to. I suppose, now that I'm leaving, I'll likely never see her again. It's a little disappointing. I have no real bonds here in the marketplace, but I was getting used to the Leaping Bear. Goodbye. I leave, my shadow close behind me. Eventually they take the lead, guiding me to yet another hidden passage. How many ways of sneaking in and out are there? Apparently a lot. As we enter the cavern again, someone is there waiting for us. Hey. My shadow answers quickly. Don't mind us. We're just here to polish some sunstones. Then I'm being led back into the tight network of pathways between closely built homes until we're stopped in the square again. Okay, that is definitely the password to get in. It's saying you're polishing sunstones. Keir, I'm done being a babysitter. I see Keir, or at least his mask, turn to face us. Already? You don't have to sound so annoyed. I didn't have that many earthly possessions to start with. Getting them was easy. Good. We found a room for you. You'll be staying with me. I'm sorry, what? Keir brings home a stray. He gets to take care of it. A stray? Criff, Sparrow is a person. Use his name. The way he says it sounds like this is a frequent topic of discussion. My home is small, but I get a lot of guests, so I'll keep a spare room. Then I suppose I should thank you for your hospitality? It would be nice. Maybe later. Keir suddenly stands next to me and pats my back, right between my shoulders. Let's get going. I've had a long-ass day and I need to take a break. Are you even going to be able to relax with a stranger in your home? No, but it's nice to pretend. We start walking. By the way, welcome to Mousehole. What a name for this place. Well, it kind of makes sense. You gotta go down like little bitty passages, and it's pretty much behind everything, behind houses, so it is like a mouse house. The twisting paths between the buildings are tangled mess, and there's no easy landmark to orient myself with. Further from the square, the homes and businesses, such as they are packed so tightly together that the blue-green glowworm light from above doesn't reach us. Instead, the warm, flickering light of lamps and lanterns fill the pathway. It's dim, but at this point, that is hardly a problem. My eyes are certainly used to the constant glow of the marketplace. Here we are. It's one home sandwiches tightly between two others, near indistinguishable from the rest. The only identifiable thing I noticed are the closed shutters, painted blue instead of simply sealed raw wood. Keir unlocks the door and holds it open for me. Come inside. Looks cozy. I step in. It's small and cramped, as anyone would have guessed, but when Keir lights the lantern by the front door, I can see that it's comfortably arranged space. None of the furniture matches, but all of it works in some odd kind of cluttered harmony. Alright. I'm just gonna compliment his home. You have a nice home? That was nearly a compliment, I suppose. I'll take it. That's all I can give right now. At least, I can say that I tried. There's a water closet behind that door. If you use the water up, you'll have to get more. I can show you where after I get some sleep. Your room is there. The key is in the lock. That's the only key. Don't lose it. Understood. If you buy and keep your own food, that's fine. Otherwise, you contribute to my budget and share what I get. Any other rules I ought to know? Don't be destructive. Don't make a racket while I'm sleeping. And if I leave, go around the neighborhood as much as you like. If you try to leave without an escort, expect the watch to notice and stop you. Okay, yeah, so we're not allowed to leave the Mousehole. I'm gonna have something to eat before bed. You hungry? I'm glad he can't see the surprise on my face. Are you sure? About letting you have a snack? About keeping me here? Oh. Here's the thing, Sparrow. I'm not that worried about you murdering me in my sleep. My door locks the same as yours. And honestly, eternal rest isn't exactly something I'm dreading. He chuckles a little. If you decide to make yourself into a problem, we could find somewhere else to put you. Griff knows a pretty obscure tunnel that goes straight down if you're really unbearable. If it's all the same, I'd like to avoid that. It's easy enough to think of this as just another guest house. The Keir is no worse than Rufus. Intimidating, but ultimately harmless. He steps towards what I assume to be a cooking space. The counter is exceptionally cluttered, but he is able to find his goal with ease. A shallow wood bowl. Here. He takes a handful of whatever it is from the bowl and then holds it out to me. This is deadly poison. Eat up. A closer look tells me that's actually an assortment of dried fruits. Sure, let's take a few. No harm in getting a snack. I take a few, and Keir pulls the bowl away again. He doesn't reveal his mouth as he nibbles, instead threading the fruit under his mask. I'm doing the same. Well, get yourself some rest. Don't murder me in my sleep. I'll resist the temptation as best as I can. Keir departs suddenly, taking himself and his handful of dried fruit into the bedroom. I hear the clock click decisively, and I'm suddenly alone again. Free to indulge my curiosity privately, I do a quick tour of his front room. Keir certainly made an effort to make this place livable, but it seems to be as far as his efforts has gone. Not much for entertainment here, is there? Maybe he doesn't have friends over much. I continue nibbling. The sticky, sweet, tart taste coats the back of my tongue. My search is quick, in the end. It has to be with so little to look at. I slip into the dark guest room, as though I am an intruder. For a moment I feel like I am. It has the same cozy but spare feel of the main room. Not a space I could call my own. Door locked, I give myself permission to relax. Keir could very well have a second key to this room, or choose to break or bypass the lock in some way, but there's a little use worrying about it. I'm already so keyed up from the stress that adding to the possibility of being murdered in my sleep would make resting impossible. What have I gotten myself into? I've been recruited into a gang of thieves against my will. A gang that likely steals to survive, but there's one thing that leaves me deeply uncomfortable. If I was a decoy for something Keir stole, that means Keir was stealing a person. Could I live with myself, helping to steal people? There must be a good reason. There is no good reason. We don't know. We honestly don't know. If he is actually stealing people, like doing human trafficking or something, it's probably a bad reason. Well, I guess maybe the good reason for stealing people would be, you get paid. And I mean, from their point of view. No good reason. The cold fingers of reality close around my heart. There's no reason I can imagine that justifies stealing people. Stealing for survival I can understand, but not that far. I swallow hard, trying to chase these thoughts away. I'm not going to sleep at all, am I? I follow the motions of getting ready for bed. I even take off my mask, though I'm careful to lie down with my back to the door. And after some hours of trying to find a comfortable position, I must have fallen asleep, because Keir wakes me up with sharp knocks to the door. Okay. In the days that follow, I get used to the pace of life in the Mousehole. I am, as promised, left to my own devices for the most part. I can sense people getting tense when I drift towards any of the myriad exits. But I'm not about to test my luck with an ill-considered escape attempt. Keir, it seems, is a popular one. He's constantly being called this way or that, attending to roof repairs or settling quarrels, but that is only when I see him, which is quite rare. We are, quite often, ships that pass in the night. In my first days, I was largely ignored. None of the regular residents wanted to interact with me. I have to admit, it nearly drove me mad. But once I proved to their satisfaction that I'm not a deranged maniac, the people seemed keen to get an additional set of hands in their work. I've chopped vegetables and hauled water and washed babies, and I held a lot of ladders in place. It's not hard work, but it conquers my boredom and gives me a chance to make small talk. Sparrow, I need a hand. On it. Shell, one of the friendliest people in Mousehole, is stacking crates near an exit passage. Not sure how much I can help. I don't think my reach is longer than yours. I just need a little more support so I can... They do a short hop and shove the crate into place. If you got time, I could use a hand a little longer. My schedule is packed, but I can skip a social engagement or two to help. Shell's chuckle is so gratifying. Very funny. But aren't you going to the strategy meeting soon? Strategy meeting? You're running lookout, aren't you? I believe that was the arrangement, but this is the first time I'm hearing about a... Hey, Sparrow, we gotta talk strats. Speak of the devil. Looks like I'm doing this on my own. I wouldn't want you to skip that social engagement. Thank you, Shell. Maybe there'll be some barrels we can roll around later to make up for this. I think there's an empty one around here somewhere. The kids took it to roll each other in. That I would love to see. Are you ignoring me, Sparrow? Not in the slightest. You know how much I love talking with you. Bye, Shell. Bye. I make my way towards Keir. I'm a little more comfortable following him through the narrow, winding paths of the Mousehole now. What were you doing there? Trying to give Shell a hand. Makes sense. Shell's always finding good tasks to get the kids involved in community work. You're probably right, but I resent that remark. Are you calling us a kid? Anyway, get moving. Everyone's waiting on you. You say that like I'm deliberately dallied. This is the first time I'm hearing about the meeting. Then we need to fix your communication, too. Hey! Waiting for me to ask, when are you holding a secret meeting I do not even know is a possibility is not reasonable. Yeah, get moving. We duck into one of the buildings on the square. Keir has to duck particularly low. The door frame is unusually short, and he's a fairly tall man. Hey, Keir. Finally found him? I wasn't hiding. Found him just fine, thanks. I wasn't hiding. Oh, gang's all here. That's Griff. I don't know who they are. I take a seat at the table with several other individuals. The room is extremely dark, even for an underground room, but I think I can see hints of this being a pub or bar of some kind. Real quick, Sparrow. These are Lav and Halo. You already know Griff. Terrible seeing you again, Sparrow. Likewise. One of the other two gives me a slow, casual wave. Lavrina. Call me Lav. My girl here is Halo. The other one, Halo, gives me a near imperceptible nod. She leans in close to Lav. Not the talkative sort of couple, then. Okay, Griff. What's the brief? We got a commission. Fuck off. Keir's already approved it. Don't worry. His fine, Lav. Griff gave me the full rundown of the client. We got a commission to relieve the auctioneer of a few choice pieces. Okay, I don't know what she said. Can we go back? Absolutely fucking no is what she said. Not the auction. I'm not that crazy. The auctioneer. That means crossing the ruby walls. The what? You've done that half a dozen times. And nearly died each time. We're not dead yet. Not you, Keir. You're supposed to be sensible. I am being sensible. This is a huge potential payoff, and we have an in. Okay. I am actually going to stop it here. So you guys gotta see what I do next time. Hee hee hee, because I don't even know yet. But I'm gonna stop it here. Oh, wow. We are in with a group of thieves now. This tiny little hidden community behind other buildings. And, you know, we're about to start doing some illegal crap, it looks like. Oh, dear. So, what do you guys think of this guy? He's definitely different than our other boy, huh? Definitely. I have no clue where this is going. We just need that lunar Icar, please. Please. I forgot it. They gave us like a time limit of how long we had till we needed it. Like, really, really needed it before bad things happen. But I'd rather have it sooner than later. How about you guys? Okay. I am going to end this part here. If you guys liked it or would like to see more, please leave a like or a comment down below. It helps me know when I need to get things out quicker. And I have a ton of cool videos up on my channel, so you can go check it out from there, including parts 1 through 3 of this game. Is already up. It's got its own playlist. It's all good. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!